Hello everyone, JW here. You heard the saying, drive for show, putt for dough. Golfers rely on a good putting surface to practice and improve their putting. That's why understanding the fundamentals of putting is the key to becoming successful at installing putting greens. This doesn't mean that you have to give your entire installation team golf lessons, even though it might help. But you must understand the golfer's needs and perspective when they are wanting a putting green installed in their backyard. Being a better golfer means consistently putting at your highest level. For the highest level to be achieved, a quality putting surface is the key. Over the years, synthetic turf golf greens can wear out, reducing longevity. Most of these surfaces will become wrinkled, bumpy, and all but impossible to maintain, especially when it comes to stimpmeter speeds. The biggest cause of putting green failures often begins with inexperienced installers. Getting to know your golf greens, their materials, and their dynamics is the first step. You don't have to be a professional golfer to install a synthetic turf putting green, but you do need to learn how to do it correctly. Many installers feel that since they have conquered landscape turf, installing putting greens couldn't be that difficult. However, they would be wrong. Perfecting golf greens is an ongoing learning experience because every golfer and every putting green installation is different. In my 30 plus years of installing synthetic turf putting greens, I have learned that you must have skills, patience, and knowledge of the game of golf to install golf greens effectively. I know that sounds a little bit drastic, but if you want to be the best at what you do, you must put effort into researching, learning, and practicing. My goal is to share installation tips to help your team avoid frustration when the client is unhappy with their newly installed green. It happens, and it'll keep on happening if your team is not properly educated. And who knows, you may pick up golf or become a better golfer. When you have your first meeting with the client, I recommend doing an interview. Take some time and listen to what their needs are. Find out how experienced they may be. Many putting green installations are just for fun, and there may be no need to speak about stimpmeter speeds and undulations. If your client is serious about his golf game, however, I recommend ensuring that your installation teams are qualified to provide a putting surface that serves its purpose. I have seen contractors take on the challenge of putting greens without adequate experience, and the outcome was never good. I encourage you to research and learn all you can about synthetic turf putting greens. Existing and future factors will always exist. If you plan properly, you will be proud of the finished product. There are many factors to consider when planning a putting green. Contractors, installers, and even homeowners must all learn what causes putting green surfaces to fail. This includes unevenness, dips, bumps, ridges, lines, protrusion, expansion, contraction, seam rupture, settlement, frost heave, rough, pitted, you name it, the uncertain. Factors to consider: inferior subsurface soil, leaky irrigation, reoccurring vegetation, weeds, trees, roots, poor compaction rate, poor grading and workmanship, inferior putting green materials, improper seaming, no seaming tape and adhesive, or how about this one, too much adhesive, improper infill size, static electricity, improper rolling of the putting green, top dressing, and most of all, surface maintenance. Now that we have learned to watch out for these factors, let's learn why we need a smooth, stable base to place our beautiful putting green upon. Today, I'm going to be breaking down what it really takes to build a professional quality backyard putting green, the kind that rolls true, sheds water, and performs consistently year after year. Let's start with the foundation because that's where the real quality begins. A PGA-level green starts with proper excavation and base prep. To prevent future surface movement, you will need a solid, compacted aggregate base. I recommend installing a 3/4 inch aggregate rock base with a minimum thickness of 6 inches. Exterior runoff in areas outside the putting green often seep in and below the surface, leading to settling and depressions. After the drainage rock is installed and compacted, I recommend using a high quality 3/8- material to create your undulations and smooth contouring. If your base isn't perfect, not only will the golf ball roll inconsistently, but your client, who has a handicap of 6, will be burning up your phone, Your time, your gas money traveling back and forth to improve the surface. Professional greens are not always flat. Subtle undulations, breaks, and slopes are what create challenge and realism. When designing a backyard green, have the client provide information on what type of green they want. Design the movement intentionally, not accidentally. The key is to smoothly shape the underside to match the design and the golfer's needs. Remember, proper slope ensures that your green stays playable after rain and maintains long-term structural integrity. Putting green cups. The worst thing a putting green can experience is imperfection around the cup. Choosing to go the easy way and place putting green cups in dirt is no good. I do not recommend this. I highly recommend placing putting green cups in concrete. And for areas that have high frost heave, please use performance concrete. When placing putting green cups in compacted dirt, the cups tend to shift due to loosening soil caused by rainwater, foot traffic, and excessively pulling the flag in and out of the cup. When the putting green cup is unstable, it can cause the cup to move or settle, which can tilt the flags or trigger the volcano effect. Yes, the volcano effect. This damages the playing surface, and if this happens, you'll be called back to replace the entire green. And remember, always keep the cups at least 3 feet away from the exterior fringe. Now let's talk turf selection. For a quality service engineered for true consistent ball roll, SGW's Tiger Putt series is designed for this purpose, offering durability, smooth performance, consistent stimp meter speeds, and year-round aesthetics. And the exterior fringe? A well-blended fringe gives your green that professional finish. The fringe shouldn't just frame the green, it should transition naturally and realistically support chip shots. And for a PGA-level experience with a surface that accurately holds a shot from 100 yards away, I recommend SGW's True Putt, an all-infill professional golf green material. While True Putt installation is more complex, it replicates a natural golf green suitable for chipping and long shots. I often get asked, hey JW, how important is the infill in putting greens? Infill is crucial. The golf ball rolls effectively due to the combination of turf fibers and the infill sand. If you do not bury your greens during the infill process, you will develop wrinkles that will destroy your golf green. Ball speed is everything. The amount and type of infill you use directly affects the green speed. More infill firms up the surface, increases roll speed. Less infill causes wrinkles and slows it down. Fine-tuning infill levels and evenly distributing them is how you dial in that realistic putting experience. At the end of the day, it's not about making it look like a golf green. It's about making it play like one. Build it right from the ground up, and your backyard green won't just look professional, it will perform and last like it too. Until next time, JW out.